Ask you what's the greatest country on earth, what are you gonna say? Well, I live in the greatest country on earth. That's the United States of America. America for some people. And the reason I believe that is because I live here. I've lived here my entire life. This is where my family lives. This is where my skills and my life has been developed. These are where my friends live. And I've traveled around the world. I've been to many different countries like England. I've been to Italy, Taiwan. I've been to the Philippines, and I've been to Peru, so South America. And if I had to ask myself, would I live in any of those countries? I think England would probably be the only places I would think and consider living. But no, I wouldn't live anywhere else. And because I live in the best country on the planet. And I think whenever people who live in America think about America, not all people, but there's a large majority of people who have this kind of concept of, all thinking of all the problems we have within maybe homelessness, within maybe how the media uses different type of propaganda to create stories and different narratives, how expensive it is, all these just different things, maybe the health here, all these different things that are the issues, right? And so when you live here, you see things under a microscope. You see things very differently. And so it becomes tasteful to think about life outside of America, life in other countries. And if you travel there, you may think about spending extended time. And so I've had friends who say, you know, America's not a great country. I would live in this country. I would live here. I'm thinking about living here. And more often than not, some people will go for extended trips, but they'll end up coming back to America. Some people go travel places and they'll end up back here. But America's not the best country. It's not the greatest country. And so you telling me that you have a choice to live somewhere else, but you choose to still live here in a country that you don't believe is the best country in the world. The ideology behind it doesn't make sense to me because most people just say things and I don't think they really understand what they're saying. And so I've been that person before. I've had very you know, thoughts about America that weren't like warming and like things that I didn't agree with, whether it came to racial things, whether it came to the lifestyle that was led here, all these just different things. But I backtracked in my recent years. I backtracked on my thought and I've really sat down and thought about it. If I could live in any country in the world, would I live anywhere else? And honestly, the answer is no. And so my perspective is the United States is the best country on the earth. And that's what I believe because I live here and I have my roots here and I am connected here. And if you feel that another country is best for you to go and stay and live extended time or completely move and immigrate there, you should do that because we have the option to do that. You have the choice to do that. For me, it just doesn't make sense because I love it here. I love the cities. I love the culture. I love the diversity. I love the options of different type of foods and the different type of entertainment. And I love the mountains you can hike. I love the outdoors. There's so much that I do love about America. I love the oceans. I love the lifestyle. And I think in America, you can, if you don't like a city, you can move to another city and you can experience a different type of living and lifestyle. And so, I think it's important to travel. I think traveling expands our mind, it expands our perspective. Travel to Canada, travel to Europe, travel to Japan, travel to all these places that are outside the US and experience them because you'll not only gain an appreciation for other people's cultures um, and an appreciation for the uniqueness of it, but you'll be able to have something to kind of balance the life in the US versus the life in other countries, and you'll start to realize a lot of stuff is really the same. There's some language differences and some maybe food differences, but most things are the same. Most people wake up every day, they want to go out for a walk, or they want to grab some breakfast or coffee. They work, they walk outside, they take breaks, they go to the gym, they go to the theater, they go to church, they spend time with their family. There's holidays. Most of all of it's the same. There's nuances here and there, but overall, most places, most cities, most countries are all pretty similar in regards to structure. So that's it for my rant. America is the greatest country on earth. And I think when you say that, a lot of people get turned off by it, because when you say you're the best, people want to say, no, you're not the best. And it's like, why would I think any other way? And I've thought differently, but now at this point in my life, I believe that America is the best country on the planet. And I'm going to continuously believe that. And I'm sure there are other people who believe that their country is the best country. And you should believe that if you're in it, because if you say that and you speak that, you're going to grow in a different appreciation for where you are, versus maybe being passive about the place that you live, and then you not actually experiencing the place that you live, maybe at the level that you want to live it at. And so these are just my thoughts on the idea of calling the country that you live in the best country in the world. I think you should, because words are powerful, and saying that will maybe help you dive deeper into the history of the country you're in. It'll help you dive deeper into the religion, the foundation it was built on, the different cities, and what's to come in the future of how the city is going to be developed, all these different things. So I hope that provided some perspective. My name's DJ. Peace.